Hey man, how's everybody doing today, man? I hope everybody's having a great day. Like I said, like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, man. I greatly appreciate it. I could use some more subscribers. But like I said, I do it for y'all, man. I do it, put the word out. But yeah, man, I wanna base this video on David Benavidez. I really think he's a really, really, really good fighter, man. And I'm just finding out the guy's age, man. I did not know he was only 21 years old, man. Born in 1996, December 17th, 1996, man. So, golly, man. I mean, he's younger. He's younger than a lot of, he's younger than Anthony Joshua. He's younger than Gervonta Davis. He's younger than Chris Eubank Jr. He's pretty much younger than, and in Boxer Rec, they got him ranked number 10 in the world. But I think he's the best in the division, man. I think he beats Gilberto Ramirez, man. I truly, honestly do. But I think that'll be a great fight. That could go either way. I'm not saying it'll be a gimme. I'm not saying it'll be a gimme. Nah, definitely not saying that. Far from saying that. But it'll be a really good competitive fight. These are the guys that's in front of Jose Benavidez. You got George Groves in front of him. You got Gilberto Ramirez, number 2 in front of him. You got Chris Eubank Jr., number 3 in front of him. Callum Smith, number 4 in front of him. Jesse Hart, Andre Durrell, number 6. Arthur Abraham's in front of David Benavidez. That's a joke. Number 8, Tyron Zook. I've heard of him once, but I've never seen him fight. And Jurgen Brome. I know I'm butchering his name, but I think he's fighting Callum Smith. Yeah, he's fighting Callum Smith. So, and then at number 10 is David Benavidez. These are just Boxing Recs stats and lineups. But, this is not necessary. This is their opinion. They're no sanctioning body. They're no nothing. This is just their opinion, pretty much. So the reason why I'm so high on Benavidez is because I think his Ronald Gravel number 1, the first fight that they fought was a banger, and he got the decision. Could it have went either way? Yes. He made it that way. He made it that way. He wasn't attentive like he was in this fight. I think he was more amped up to fight in this fight. I think he was more ready to go in this fight. I think he was everything that, I think he was just ready to go. I think he was inspired he was saying in the press conferences he was going to knock him out in his second fight, and he was going to do this to him, he was going to do that to him. When I tell you he beat Ronald Gravel, it was a thrashing. I thought, I said it once and I say it again, I thought it was a weapon involved. That's how bad. I think he broke his rib and his jaw in this fight. It was not like any other fight, man. It was the best fight of the weekend. Like I said, he was an awesome, awesome, awesome fighter to only be 21. He's so young and supposed to be inexperienced. You got guys but he's not. You got guys that are still in the amateurs at 21. They're just now getting there, trying to go to the Olympics at 21. He's a world champion at 21. He was a world champion at 20. He was a 20-year-old world champion. How many people in the world can say that? He made history. I think he was the youngest super middleweight world champion in super middleweight history. In super middleweight history. And I mean, I'm honestly, and I'm just telling you, just to tell you right now, man, I think he's a beast, man. I think he's awesome, man. I think he's awesome. I think he's a great fighter. I think he's an awesome fighter, man. You know, the way he picked him apart, stiff jab, I mean, just in his face, man. That jab Benavidez has could probably knock somebody out, man. A journeyman or something, man. Or maybe even, you know, you just never know, man. The guy that Callum Smith's fight, man, if they put Jose Benavidez and the guy that Callum Smith's fighting in the semifinals for the World Boxing Series, in the semifinals, if Benavidez puts Callum Smith with the guy Callum Smith is fighting, if Benavidez fought him, he would kill him. He would literally fuck that dude up. He would fuck him up. Excuse my language. He would do worse than what he did to Ronald Gravel to that guy. And that Callum Smith is fighting this dude for the world boxing series semifinals. And some people got him beating Callum Smith. And this is another thing that a lot of people don't know, and a lot of bloggers and a lot of fight news people forgot. Callum Smith was actually, before he entered this tournament, him and Darrell were supposed to fight for the WBC title. But he relinquished his rights to fight for the title when he entered this tournament. His very next fight was supposed to be for the vacant WBC super middleweight title because Badou Jack vacated it to fight on Adonis Stevenson. A lot of people don't talk about that. So to be honest with you, Benavidez and Callum Smith would have probably happened a lot sooner if it wasn't for this or Darrell if it wasn't for this World Boxing Series championship tournament. You know? I mean, I honestly think that, man. I think he's an awesome fighter. You know what I'm saying? I think he's a great fighter. I think he has a lot to work on. But he's only, like I said, he's only 21, man. He's only 21 years old. You know, and that says a lot. That actually says a lot about him, man. As a fighter and as a person. You know, he looks like he's pretty well mannered. You know, he hasn't cussed too much. He got a little, but in boxing, man, it is what it is, man. I just rather, if you're gonna cuss, if you're gonna cuss, if you're gonna be a hard ass, if you're gonna, you know what I'm saying, if that's who you are, be that. Don't switch up, man. I hate when fighters switch up. They try to put on this, they want to be like Andre Ward. They want to have this, you know, I'm goody. I'm, you know what I'm saying, I'm a good guy, I'm a church going guy. And then you just start acting like you're Mike Tyson now. Now you just want to, rip everybody you're fighting in interviews, cuss, come show up. Like, pretty much what I'm talking about, Sean Porter-ish. You know? You're acting like you're this person. You're acting like you're that person. You're a God, you know. You got God in your life. You got this in your life. But what are you really? Like, what are you doing really? What are you doing really? You know? I mean, y'all talk about you go to church. You belong to this church and all of this. And, you all about God this and God that. And, man, to be honest, man. To be completely honest, man, they did a complete 180 on me, man. Because to be honest with you, I haven't seen this side of Sean Porter. You know what I'm saying? He's never really cussed like this. He's never really acted like this before, ever. And for him to switch up like this, what do you want? Like, what kind of fighter are you? Like, you know what I'm saying? You a guy of fear, man, or you a hoodlum? You know what I'm saying? Which one are you? But Benavidez is a well-mannered man. He's, from what I can see, he's good. You know, I feel like he's a good fighter. I feel like everything's going good with him in his life. Yeah, man. I honestly feel like that, man. I truly, truly do. I truly, truly, truly do, man. I think he's an awesome fighter, man. And I want to see. I want to see how he actually does, man. I want to see how he actually does with some of the champions in his division. But that's my thoughts, man. So yeah, man. I think he's actually the top young guy under 23. I think, you know, pretty much in my eyes. For any fighter under 23, he's the best. Shit, for any fighter that's 21 and under, for 21 and under, he's the best fighter. You name me one fighter that's better than him at 21. I don't know none. And that's my thoughts, dude. Those are my thoughts.